Something good gonna happen in this year, and I am grateful that I made it here. Yesterday's gone and a new day has appeared, and I am grateful that I made it here. Blessings gonna find me here, oh yeah. Favor gonna find me here, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I miss say money gonna find me, blessings gonna find me, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Round and round, these seasons I've been facing, but this year, your blessings I'm embracing. Hey, healing have to come my way, blessings have to come my way. Winning, we winning and we here to stay. Is the blessings me say will find me here? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I miss if ever gonna find me here. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Tell them the money gonna find me here. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I miss the blessings gonna find me here. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Tell them me claim it. All of my blessings, me name it. With faith, me I go own it. Nothing shall get home it. Speak life, it is a new day. All things in my past, yeah. Welcome to the new year. Me step out in faith and no fear. Blessings go find me, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I miss if ever gonna find me here. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Money gonna find me here. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I miss the blessings gonna find me. Something good gonna happen in this year, and I am grateful that I made it here. Yesterday's gone and a new day has appeared, and I am grateful that I made it here. Blessings gonna find me here, oh yeah. Favor gonna find me here, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I miss say money gonna find me, blessings gonna find me, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Round and round, these seasons I've been facing, but this year, your blessings I'm embracing. Hey, healing have to come my way, blessings have to come my way. Winning, we winning and we here to stay. Is the blessings me say will find me here? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I miss if ever gonna find me here. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Tell them the money gonna find me here. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I miss the blessings gonna find me here. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Tell them me claim it. All of my blessings, me name it. With faith, me I go own it. Nothing shall get home it. Speak life, it is a new day. All things in my past, yeah. Welcome to the new year. Me step out in faith and no fear. Blessings go find me, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I miss if ever gonna find me here. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Money gonna find me here. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I miss the blessings gonna find me.
Happy Thursday Eve. I am Michael L. McCants, your host, co-host for ReHash. We are ecstatic to be in the house with you all tonight. And if you would please take a moment, I'm going to take a moment as well to spread the word and let some people know that we are Liquor Live. And all right, so God bless each and every one of you. So we know that we are praying for Sister Shena as she is on her way to serve our country, and in preparation of doing so. And so we send our prayers, our love, our faith with her, as she goes on and do the things that God has called her to do. And we look forward to seeing her. I think it's in about 2 months, what have you. And so serve well, Sister Sheena, serve well. All right. So let's talk it out for a moment here. So let me ask you guys a question. Have you ever felt like you were waiting for life to line up before you give your best? Like where things get easier, then I'll go harder. Have you ever felt that way? This is a real question. What if your breakthrough is waiting on your effort and not your environment? I mean, think about that for a moment. We say things like, if I had more money, then I would do this. If I had more time, then I would do this. If I had, then. But maybe, just maybe, your breakthrough is not waiting on you to have more of what you think you need. Maybe your breakthrough is waiting for you to apply pressure. And so that's what we're going to talk about tonight. We are pushing into the idea that that you can find the fire to try. Okay? So the book, he begins to open up and he talks to us around a central truth that you don't find yourself later, you find yourself by how you show up right now. Okay? You don't find yourself later, you find yourself by how you show up right now. Think about that. Think about that. There's a young man struggling, no job, eviction notice, pressure everywhere, but he keeps serving. Then a job comes and he turns it down so that he can stay committed to serving. That doesn't even sound like sense, right? But what happened was opportunity found him anyway. And it gets better than what he actually turned down. Because the reality is he did not decide to be great where he was. He decided, I'm sorry, to become great where he was versus waiting for it to get better before he got great. And he was able to realize that the opportunity that's presented before me now is going to distract me from who I am. And so when I read that and I thought about it, I said, man, some of us take jobs, we get promotions, and we do all these things to try to make life better, but we lose our commitment to God. Our faith withers, right? We don't serve how we used to serve. But if we could only realize that we don't have to be desperate for material things, we just need a strong desperation after God, right? That if we stay in the place of serving the purpose of God in our lives, that we have to be who we are before we become who we are. Did you see it? We have to be who we are. We have to show up and be present now. Because if we keep waiting for it to get better, we'll sell our birthright because we're hungry for something that isn't, that doesn't belong to us. Let's talk about it some more. So let's talk about this. So let's look at this. The first thing we're able to identify is this, that faithfulness creates doors that effort alone cannot. This isn't luck. This was alignment. Come in, let me help you out. You can be a great singer, but if you're just jumping from opportunity to opportunity, you can't build credibility, influence. I think about Whitney Houston's story. Whitney wasn't found going from club to club, record to record label. She was found in Sweet Waters, singing background for her mom, and that's where her name began to get buzz. People started coming, they knew where to find her. All right? Faithfulness creates doors that effort alone cannot accomplish. I love to say this. Uh, Favor follows faithfulness. If you want to know somebody that has faith, they are faithful. And and favor follows their faithfulness. It's being consistent, doing the same thing at a consistent frequency, right? That allows you to be aligned and it creates opportunities. The second thing he talked about was you don't need more, you need to maximize what you have. And I thought about that some this week. As a matter of fact, I was thinking and journaling around the fact of what do you have that you haven't tapped into its full potential, and in what places of your life are you faithful with what you have. Like, don't no woman want no man who ain't consistent. Don't shower me one week, and the next week you ain't bothered with me, right? It's his consistency that opens her heart. It's his consistency that wins her loyalty. It's his consistency that allows her to rest in the comfort of what he's offering. But where there is no consistency, then there can be no credibility. There can be no harvest. So how are you maximizing what you have? You can't expect that brother to be all that, and then you're not consistent either, right? He's looking for consistency. I was thinking about this riding down the car today. So you know what? There was a time we used to talk about being whole and in relationships. And I think I read something. I was watching an interview. Maybe it was Jay-Z's interview. I don't know. And the thought came to me about what does it look like to be in a productive relationship where you may be broken, but you're both on a journey of wholeness. And how does that relationship look with giving due diligence and deference to each other's struggle and development, while at the same time being able to recognize that that's not the end of your story. Is it possible for us to be in relationships with people that's able to walk with us through every experience of life? And I said, you know what? It's because um, we really have to revisit the conversation of faithfulness and then maximizing what we're faithful to. Do I have the full potential tapped out of that thing? Because we keep waiting on more, but God is watching what we do with what we have. God is watching how we use what we possess. The real battle is internal, not external. The two servants tried to hide it, tried, but only one servant hid it. I'm talking about the talents. I'm sorry, the parable of the talents. So we spend so much energy pointing the finger at others. And I was talking with another pastor friend about this, and I said, what happens if we stop pointing the finger at other people as to why, and we start pointing the finger at ourselves? Not in an unhealthy way, not in a condemning way, but travel with me for a moment. What if we actually thought about it? It's not about what people have done to me. It's not about the random things that's happening in my life. What is it about me? And how am I managing this thing? What blind areas do I possess? What am I missing? The real battle, right? I mean, you can fight everybody around you, but at the end of the day, you're going home with you. And if you ain't worked out, how can you produce? The one who hid the talent, he had an internal battle going on. And some of us are hiding ourselves, hiding our capabilities, hiding our potential because we won't deal with the inner me. Inner me. I got to deal with me. Because there's a difference. The difference wasn't the resources. Everybody had what they were given according to their ability, and every ability was given with the same grace upon it. The difference between the three of them was mindset, how they were thinking. Traffic me for a minute. We work on our jobs, right? And ideally, we all get the same pay. If I were a teacher, you're a teacher, you teach 10 years, I teach 10 years. We all ideally somewhere in the ballpark, maybe a couple $1,000 off, but we get the same pay. Well, why is it that she gets to drive the Jaguar and you still riding around in the Pinto? We're using the same gift. We're working in the same vineyard, but it's the mindset. How do you manage what God has given you? And what is that internal thing inside of you that's keeping your mindset locked? Poverty is not a money thing. Poverty is a mindset. Wealth has nothing to do with money. Wealth has everything to do with a mindset. I'm trying to help Ike. So then he starts talking about David, right? He talks about David. David wasn't the king yet. He wasn't on a stage yet. He was in the field. But when Goliath showed up, he didn't bring what he didn't have. He used what he already mastered. That'll have church all by itself. He didn't wear Saul's armor. He didn't bring a sword and a shield. He grabbed the weapon, the tool that he had mastered, that he had tapped into its full potential. A sling, some stones, and faith in God. God promotes people who are already operating at the next level where they are. I love hearing this story. It's a dated conversation as far as timeline, but because of the impact they made on history, I do want to use them. Okay. I look at Carlton Pearson. Carlton Pearson came to Oral Roberts University. He began to have favor with Oral Roberts, Captain Cluman. Right? He was faithful, consistent. He maximized potential in that space. That when he stepped out and God gave him Azusa, from Azusa, he heard about a man named T.D. Jakes. Watch this now. T.D. Jakes was not locked up in a room somewhere praying, waiting for somebody to discover him. T.D. Jakes was already making noise in the hills of West Virginia. His preaching, his ability to connect. I heard a story about how he met Sarita. He would come into the town and run revival. And then people would come because they heard he was coming. The Wonder Boy, I think no, that was Ivy Hill called the Wonder Boy. Carlton Pearson brought him because he heard of what Jakes was already doing. He was already preaching at a level that gave him access to go to Azusa Street. When he got to Azusa Revival, his name blew up. He started preaching on TV. He was all over the place. And people think Carlton Pearson discovered him. It wasn't a discovery. What happened was he was already operating on the frequency that said, I belong in this space. When Bishop Jakes started doing Woman Thou Art Loose, Juanita Bynum was already doing conferences in New York. She was already hosting Bible study in New York. And hundreds and maybe even thousands of people were coming to her prayers and her Bible studies. Somebody heard about her. She was already operating on that level. And he heard. And then she brought him. He brought her. And then her ministry launched off. Okay, I got to model her. I recently heard an interview from John Hannah. Charlie Martin. She talked about how John Hannah gave her opportunity, and her ministry took off. But before John Hannah knew who she was, John Hannah was asking his team, "Who's praying? Who is God on in this season?" And his team began to say, "There's this girl, Charlie Martin. She was already in her space, being faithful, consistent, maximizing her potential. She had dealt with the battles within. She was already operating at a frequency that said she could minister on the level of 12 hours of prayer. And when John Hannah called her, he said, I don't want you to change anything. Just come who you are. We'll do what we got to do to bring what you have, because we believe you have the next sound. The next doesn't come because somebody calls you. The next comes because you've already birthed it out. You're carrying it already. You see what I'm saying? Come on, hairstylists. Come on, makeup artists. Come on, entrepreneur. You can't get stuck with the internal battles of people won't support you. Are you faithful with where you are? There's great sacrifice that comes with it. I think I'm about to cry. There's the dedication that comes with it. When Tyler Perry decided he was going to do plays, it cost him. But he stayed faithful until his work began to speak at the level that he began to beckon people to partner with him. You tracking with me? I'm loving this. I'm loving this. Now, here's where it gets real. Because most people aren't stuck because they lack opportunity. They're stuck because of hesitation. I'm about to cry. You hear me? This is blessing my little soul. I can't fail. This isn't fair. They had more than me. Don't that sound familiar? If I had what they had, of course, then I could do what they do. The third servant in the parable is how he was talking. I kept it. I had it and I hid it. Because I didn't want to, I know your money is precious. I know what you give is precious. So I hid it. That's a lot of us. We don't trust ourselves, but what God has given us. And then we are intimidated by those around us who's using what God has given. He didn't lose because he failed. He lost simply because he never tried. Now, I know this is not a church service, but I feel a grace right here to just prophesy or to declare, to speak. Stop hesitating and step out. Kill every excuse. Step out. Sometimes the best way to defy the odds is to simply defy the odds. You need to submit the paperwork. You need to send the email. You need to write the proposal, set the meeting. As a matter of fact, I minister to your heart now. Don't let tomorrow pass. Don't let tonight pass, and you have not done the thing that you've been putting off because of your excuses. I just want it to be the right time. Stop that. You press forward and be faithful. God sets the timing, and the door will open. You got to show up. You can't know timing if you don't show up. Listen to me. Excuses feel safe. You think it sounds like wisdom. But here's the reality. You're safe and stuck. You're safe and stagnated. You're safe with no movement. You're just safe. Y'all, I'm trying hard to keep it together. You're just safe. That's it. So be bold. Be bodacious. Step out there. Do you know the cost of it? Do you know what it's going to cost you? All right, then suck it up. Let's do it. There are two types of people. There are people who try and grow. Then there's those people who hide and they justify it. And right about now, you're very agitated with me. Right about now, you're angry, you're upset, you're offended, and you're giving me your attitude right about now. But the first group, I don't know. They say stuff like, I don't know how, but I'm going to figure it out. I'm not going to be stuck in ignorance. I'm not going to be stuck in the fear of, why can't you buy the house? What you mean? Why can't you make the investment? I don't understand. Why not? What if I lose? I mean, that's life. If you hold on to it, you're going to lose it anyway. Come on, let's do this. Or you'll be like the boy, the parable, the son who hid talent. I don't know how. I don't have enough, so I ain't even gonna bother. I won't even start it. As if Scripture don't teach us to start at a small beginning. Here's some truth. You don't need a blueprint to begin. You need the fire to try. Just try. That's it. Try. Come on. Aaliyah here, I hear her singing. First you don't succeed. Dust yourself off. Try it again. Just try. So I love when he goes into these practical applications next. And he starts talking about, so what does it look like in real life, right? Because I just give you a good motivation speech. You know, I'm pushing you here. But what does it look like? If you're at a job that you don't like, be the best one at that job anyway. Be faithful. Serve. Do what you're paid to do. Okay? If you're building something small, then give it big effort anyway. I'm just writing a little 10-page book. Okay, fine. Then let it be the best 10 pages that you have. I mean, I got this flyer from my cosmetology. Okay, good. Post it. Post it every day, 5 times a day. Just post it. Put a big effort into it. Put a deal out there. Okay, so now watch this. If nobody's clapping for you, if you don't feel like you're being celebrated or applauded, clap for yourself and keep going anyway. Now, I want to speak to that personally. Because after the pandemic, if some of y'all haven't followed me for a long time, in the pandemic, I was live about every day, all day, I was live. When life started back happening, I developed this massive fear to go live. I mean, I would sit down at the computer, I would post the flyer and say I'm going live, or I would click the live button to go live, and I would sit there. And didn't know. And then I would give up and end the live. True. It's true. So when I wrote my book, right, I learned something. Michael, celebrate yourself. If you don't make the New York Best Time Seller Amazon #1, you wrote a book. That is a man. You wrote the book. It's done. Not only did you write it, but you learn how to publish it. Look at there. Your book is on Amazon. That is something. Man, that is good. That man. And then I went to read the book. I decided I was going to teach from the book, whatever. And I read the book. Man, that's just some pop. That stuff is blessed. Praise his name. I'm not boasting in myself. I'm speaking in the fact that I am appreciative that God used me in that way. I'm grateful. Nobody else has to be grateful. I'm grateful that I was able to please God by doing what he entrusted me to do. Because promotion doesn't come from potential. Hear me again. It comes from faithfulness. Yeah. You gotta be faithful over little things. You gotta make you rule over men. But don't miss this now. Don't miss this part. Come close. Let me tell you. Come here. God is watching how you handle people, how you handle what people overlook. I'm going to say it again. This is a secret. God is watching how you handle what people overlook. Come close. Let me help you with something. Everybody don't think Whitney Houston can sing. Everybody don't think she's their cup of tea. But guess what? That girl used that gift. Mhm. Yeah, 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 yeah. There are some people that may never sit in your chair. Some people that will never buy your book. It don't matter because you don't produce for them anyway. You are producing as unto the Lord. So how are you stewarding what God gave you? People didn't come back and give them the reward for being faithful. God came back. The master came back and checked their works. See, you're focused on the wrong things. You want everybody else to celebrate you. Oh, you're special. Oh, you're gifted. Woohoo. But how are you handling? The test of promotion is not if everybody's impressed by you. The test of promotion is how you handle what was given to you. That blessed me. That blessed me. You don't need the nations to know your name. Does God know your name? You don't need nobody else to tell you you my favorite. Why? Is that what God is God saying you're his favorite? God wants to know how you handle. How are you dealing with the talent that he's given you? Okay, then. Okay. Let's look at this deeper. Let's go deep. Hold on now. Wait a minute. So you can't talk about effort without talking about rest. Because some of us aren't lazy, we're just exhausted. But the text shifts and reminds us that real rest is not found in stopping, it is found in surrender. Jesus says, "Come to me, all that are weary and heavy laden. Take my yoke upon you, and I will give you rest." Come to me, take my yoke. You're not carrying this alone anymore. That's what it means. Rest begins then where your resistance ends. When you leave the independence alone and become dependent, oh man, oh man, isn't that something? That's something. I feel another grace right there. I really do. I want to speak to your spirit and the internal war. Surrender. Yeah, talking to you, I am. Surrender. Because your next is found in your surrender. Come to him. You weary, you tired, you exhausted. You think it's laziness. Let me talk to my go-getter people that push and push and push and push. There's a difference My uncle used to say this. Godly, Laverne Williams be speaking from the grave. You ain't gotta force the spirit, son. Just surrender to it. Yield to it. You don't gotta force the song out. You ain't gotta force the sermon out. You ain't gotta force this. Why are you working so hard? Yield and let the Holy Spirit surrender yourself and let the Holy Spirit do the work. It's the work of the Holy Spirit. So, what are you doing with God, with what God has already given you? What are you doing with it? Not next year, not someday, but like literally right now. Right now in this moment, are you hiding it? Are you comparing it? Or are you multiplying it? Because Joel concludes, because your future is not waiting on more resources. Your future is waiting on your response. I don't know if we had a great discussion tonight. Y'all ain't say one word in the comment section. Gee whiz. Okay. I hope you all were blessed tonight. Next week we'll have a special guest that's going to join us. Each week we'll have a guest join us to help us work through uh, the rest of the book. And I spoke with Sister Shena. We've already selected the book for um, the next go cycle. So we're excited about that. And I pray you were blessed. Maybe you would take this and share it, text it to some friends and tell them you need to get some fire under you. You don't need more. You need effort and surrender. All right. I am Michael L. McCants, your co-host for ReHash. I pray you all were blessed. Be blessed and have a tremendous, tremendous night.
Something good gonna happen in this year, and I am grateful that I made it here. Yesterday's gone and a new day has appeared, and I am grateful that I made it here. Blessings gonna find me here, oh yeah. Favor gonna find me here, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I miss say money gonna find me, yeah. Blessings gonna find me, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Round and round, these seasons I've been facing, but this year, your blessings I'm embracing. Hey, healing have to come my way, blessings have to come my way. Winning, we winning, and we here to stay. Is the blessings me say will find me here?